I just finished my 7th week of Mounjaro 7.5 milligrams. And honestly, it hit way harder than I thought. I didn't move up to 7.5 milligrams to lose weight faster. I moved up to stabilize my morning glucose and to also see consistent weight loss from week to week. But what I experienced was way different than what I expected. Stay tuned for my energy, my weight loss, and my glucose levels. Hi, I'm Anissa from Reset with Anissa. This is a journey for me to reclaim my health, reverse my type 2 diabetes, get down to a normal BMI, healthy weight, and just overall to be able to live a long and healthy life. Here's what I expected when I moved to 7.5 milligrams of Mounjaro. One, I expected to have the same appetite suppression that I had on 5 milligrams, where if it was time to eat, I was hungry, I didn't overeat, I didn't feel sick or nauseous. I would be able to know when to stop. I wouldn't have cravings to eat things that I shouldn't eat, things that I love like cake, cookies, candy, soda. So that's what I expected. Here is what really happened. I don't have food noise. I don't have cravings for cake, cookies, pies, sodas. So that expectation was met. But as far as appetite suppression, meaning not feeling like I need to eat, unfortunately, 7.5 milligrams is stronger than I thought it would be. I'm never hungry, never. I have to remember to eat. I have to look at the clock. I can go 6, 7, 8 hours and not eat and not drink and not even feel a thing. So that was unusual. It was not what I expected. As far as energy levels, 5 milligrams had me tired at first. I have not had any fatigue on 7.5 milligrams. I expected more fatigue. I actually have more energy. So those were the expectation versus the reality with side effects of 7.5 milligrams. Now, I also have sleep apnea, and way back in August, I decided that I needed to make sure I was getting 7 quality hours of sleep using my CPAP machine. I'm still not there yet. Things are getting better. I'm averaging 6.25 hours with my CPAP machine, but not quite 7. And that's okay. I'll get there. Let's talk about my glucose. When I started my journey in May, my average daily glucose was 353. It should be less than 3 digits. Right now, my average daily glucose is 82. As a matter of fact, I had a really big surprise in my last video. If you didn't catch my 5-month update, I'll link it here so that you can see it. But in that, I had a surprise. My morning glucose was actually 99. It was the first time it was under 3 digits this whole journey. So 7.5 milligrams did flatten out my glucose. I don't need any other medications. I've never been on insulin. I don't need it. I don't even have to take metformin. I don't even have to test that often because my blood sugar is pretty much staying regulated. That is a win for Mounjaro 7.5 milligrams. Now let's talk about my weight, because that's what everybody wants to know. My weight didn't drop super fast. My first injection of 7.5 milligrams was August 1st, and I weighed 184 pounds. My 8th injection was this Friday, October 3rd, and I weigh 173 pounds. So in 8 weeks, I've lost 11 pounds. Not a super high responder, but I'm not a non-responder. I'm losing over 1.3 pounds per week. That is slow and steady progress for me. That is probably going to help in terms of loose skin and making sure that I don't lose too much muscle. My workouts have changed as well. I really have to focus on strength training because according to my SMART scale, I'm losing muscle. What I'm trying to focus on is a recomposition of my body. I want to lose body fat and gain muscle at the same time. That may make the scale be stuck. Losing and gaining, I might have the same weight. But if I have the same weight but less fat and more muscle, that's a win. That is a good health goal for me. So that is what I'm trying to do. So I'm 173 pounds. I would like to get to a solid 150 pounds, but instead of being 35% body fat, I'd like to get that to about 25% body fat. That's the goal. We'll see how close I can get to it. I'm doing 3 strength training workouts per week, and I'm taking lunchtime walks as my cardio. Part of my walk at work is uphill, and then I walk back downhill to return to work. So I can see that my heart rate gets up during that walk. So that is my cardio. If I want to look for a non-scale win, it's that pretty much once I get out of bed, I have energy. I'm tired when it's time to wake up, But once I get up and get started, I have the energy to get through my day. Back in April and May, before I started this GLP-1, I was tired, very tired by the time I got home. At the end of the day now, of course, you're tired from working, but if we have to go out and do something, I have the energy to do it. Big non-scale win. As far as my nutrition, I'm kind of leaving that the same. I'm aiming for between 13 to 15 ounces of protein a day. And if you prefer grams, that's 91 to 105. I am aiming for 30 grams of carbs, and I try to mostly make those carbs green, leafy vegetables or vegetables that have a lot of fiber like broccoli and cauliflower. I'm also making sure that I add healthy fats to each meal. It could be avocado oil, it could be heavy cream. So what I'm learning is that even if you go up in dose, don't expect faster weight loss. That's not probably going to be what happens. Your appetite might be more suppressed, but that means that you have to work that much harder to make sure that the food that you are taking in is healthier. I probably could get away with eating less nutrient-dense foods if I were still on 5 milligrams because I will have more of a sense of hunger. Because I'm not hungry at all on 7.5 milligrams, I really have to make sure that every time I eat, it's packed with protein and healthy carbs and healthy fats. Because at the end of the day, I could easily not have gotten in the right amount of calories. And that's when you start to have all of these things going wrong, like hair loss. Maybe I don't have the energy to power through workouts, might affect my sleep. So moving up in the dose is really going to depend on the way your body reacts to it. So for this week, my goal is to listen to my body and not chase a number for my scale, not chase a number for my CPAP either. I'm going to try to listen to my body, get the rest that I need, get the nutrients that I need, and let go. Next week, I'm going to be testing out different workouts. Drop a comment below and let me know what type of workouts you're doing. I'm probably going to use Apple Fitness and some other YouTube videos to see what Pilates is like, maybe try some yoga. I need to switch things up so that I don't get bored. So please subscribe so you don't miss it, and don't forget to hit the bell notification and click all so that you never miss one of my videos. Thanks.